Hey there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you some book mail. I received some book mail over the past couple of weeks and I have failed to mention it because I've had so many things going on here. But I love receiving book mail. I mean, of course I do. And so I had a couple of packages in the mail. One was a couple of weeks ago, but I was going out of town so I didn't have time to film that. And then the other I received a couple of days ago. So I wanted to talk to you about these. The first was from Starla. She is one of my subscribers. Thank you so much, Starla. It's funny when I receive these things, it's like they're books that are just complete surprises for me. And then it's like you know me better than I know my own reading. It's so funny because when I see these books, it's like, yes, I am so interested in that. How did you know? So this is a book that Starla sent me probably about 2 weeks ago. And it's a Louisa May Alcott that I know nothing about. It's called Behind a Mask. And these are actually short stories. But what's different about these, on the back there's a quote from Louisa May Alcott. It says, "I think my natural ambition is for the lurid style. I indulge in gorgeous fancies and wish that I dared inscribe them upon my pages and set them before the public." So this is some tales of, it says, tales of mad passion, dark mystery, bloodthirsty revenge, real page turners. So they're nothing like what we know for Louisa May Alcott. And I am super interested because I do like gothic, more creepy kind of suspenseful stories, and so I'm very interested in Louisa May Alcott's take on those kind of stories. And here's the thing too, there are, I think it's 4, let me see, yeah, there are 4 different short stories in here. Behind a Mask, Pauline's Passion, The Mysterious Key, and The Abbot's Ghost. So I'm really excited about that. But one of the prompts on the summer book bingo is to read a short story. So I always have short stories on hand. I love short stories. I don't talk about them too much because I don't know that there's a lot of my booktube friends that just aren't into short stories. And so I'm like, well, maybe I'm different, and because I do love them. I read them all the time and I keep them on my nightstand. But this is the one that I'm going to read right now because I am so curious in Louisa May Alcott's take on these type stories. And on the summer book bingo, with one of the prompts being a short story, I can quickly get that taken care of with one of these. So thank you to Starla for sending this. You know me so well. And then my husband sent me a couple of books. Well, one of them he gave me, I think he gave me this for, it was Mother's Day or my birthday. And the reason I'm not sure is because they're in the same week. But this was a Jane Eyre that he found. And I don't think I've shared it yet. So I wanted to show you this beautiful copy that he gave me. Look at this, Charlotte Bronte on the back. It's just a beautiful book with beautiful end papers, and I'm not sure where he found it, but I love it, so I wanted to share that. There are also some very interesting pictures, illustrations in this one too, so I can't wait to read Jane Eyre from this copy. I have so many Jane Eyres, and I love finding different copies, different editions of Jane Eyre because it is my all-time favorite. I love Jane Eyre. It is the reason I fell in love with classic literature, especially Victorian literature. So thank you to my husband for that. And then a couple of days ago, I received more book mail from my husband. And he'd gone to the post office and he came back and I could tell it was a book just the way it was wrapped. And I said, "Can I open that?" And he said, "Yeah, go ahead. This is for you." So when I opened it, I was really happy because it's one that I have been looking for. Little House on the Prairie in this particular edition. I love these, and I have been gradually collecting these. And a couple of weeks ago, I think I mentioned that I had found another one, and then this was the only one I didn't have. So because my husband heard me say that this was the only one I needed to complete my collection of the Little House books in this edition, he searched one out for me and surprised me with it a couple of days ago. So thank you to my husband for that one too. And then one more I wanted to mention because I had, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I had searched online for a certain series that I'm looking for. I am reading through the Nancy Drew. Well, I'm reading 1 through 10. We are reading those together on a Let's Read Nancy sort of reading group that we have, and we're on number 9, and we're about to finish because next month we're going to read number 10. And so we wanted to read the first 10, but I do want to keep collecting those. But another that I'm very interested in is it's another Carolyn Keene series, and it's the Dana Girls. And so I found this when I was just looking on eBay. I was looking at different vintage books like the Nancy Drews. I'm always looking at those. And this one popped up for me because they know what, I'm interested in. Like most of you, they know better than I know myself. And this is In the Shadow of the Tower, and it's number 3. And I already have 1 and 2. So I was like, yep, number 3. I need to add that one to my collection. And it's got a little tear right here on the front, but it's still in great shape. Has that on the back, and the inside looks great, and so it's a great readable copy, and I can't wait to try this one. I've only read the first one, and when I finish the 10th of Nancy Drew, I plan on starting the Dana Girls again and reading 2 and 3, maybe reading some Hardy Boys and some Bobbsey Twins and some of those too, just to kind of add those in as I go along throughout the year, reading some of these fun little series that I remember from my childhood. So I thought that would be fun to add to my collection too. So those are the books that I have received lately in the mail. Thank you so much to Starla. Thank you to my husband. And thank you to all of you that comment. You certainly don't have to send me anything, but it's a nice surprise when I get those things in the mail. And it's just wonderful to be a part of this community where you just take notice of what I'm interested in, and you comment and send me surprises, and we can talk about those things. And I love it when you comment and recommend something to me that I don't know about. And sometimes you might think that I do know about a certain book, but I probably don't. So there's so many books out there. And so anytime you think about a book, maybe when I'm showing one of these books, always ask me in the comments, do you know this one? You might like it as well, because I love, of course, adding new books to my TBR. So thank you so much to Starla and my husband. Have you received a new book lately? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.